Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to create another alternative card for the November 2021 Paper Pumpkin kit called Gifts Galore. With this kit, I have used one of the gifts from the Stack of Gifts card block, and that's about the only thing that I'm using on this card. I am using the greeting from Merriest Moments, as well as the hybrid embossing folder from the Merriest Moments set. And I'm using a pool party background with pool party ink, and I'm actually using soft succulent ribbon. It is really, really close. And on this card, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between pool party and the soft succulent ribbon. So let's go ahead and get started making the card. I have used a stitched rectangle die to cut out the greeting. So why don't we start by stamping the greeting, and then we'll die cut it, and then we'll get on with making the rest of the card. I'm just going to pop that over there, and just going to ink this up and stamp it down. There we go. Excellent. And we'll close the ink pad and put all that to the side. Okay, so we need to cut this out now. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And I am going to use my stitched rectangle die. And this fits absolutely exactly. Like, it is exact. So I am just going to put that down like that. And I'm going to grab a sticky note so that I can keep everything in place when I cut it out. So I'm just going to go out of frame for just a second so that I can cut this out. I need the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine again to do the embossing folder. And I chose this embossing folder because it's got snowflakes on it, like kind of star snowflakes, similar to what's in the greeting. It's in the present. So it's got these little snowflakes, and I wanted to pick that up in here. So what I've got is a piece of 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to put it in the folder, and I'm going to make sure it's centered. This one, the square in the middle was kind of a little bit off center. So this one I'm going to make sure that I am centered. And I need to come in just a little bit, just that little bit. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to sandwich that up, run it through the machine, and we will get going on building the card. I used the ribbon. To do the ribbon, I just basically crisscrossed it and attached it in behind. So there's our card front there. And this present actually fits exactly in the space in the middle, like absolutely perfectly exactly. So you couldn't do it better if you planned it. So I've got 2 pieces of the soft succulent ribbon. All I'm going to do is I'm going to come in the back, and I'm going to put some adhesive halfway in each direction. So the ribbon on the front is going to cross in the middle. So I've got the adhesive so that I can put it in the middle and then just wrap it around like that. So we're going in the middle and wrapping like that. And we'll go around the top as well like that. And I'm a little bit crooked, so I'm just going to peel that off. This is the open weave ribbon, so you have to be a little bit delicate with it so that it doesn't pull. And there we go. Move that over. So there's our ribbon. And I'm just going to check that we're centered by putting this down. And up and down we're centered, side to side we're not so much. So I am just going to wiggle this over a little bit like that. Okay, I am going to attach this down to the card base. And I've already done the bow because bows and I do not get along when I'm trying to do them on camera. So I'm just going to line that up, drop it down, and I am going to flat mount this as well. And I dimensionalize the greeting. So I'm just going to make sure that when I put this down, that I am centered on the ribbon. There we go. Just like that. The season's greeting, as I said, is dimensionalized. So let's grab a couple of dimensionals. One of my favorite things to use. I am getting much better at using ribbon. I always buy it because I love it and it's beautiful. But I rarely think to use it. I use the gems or little bling pieces a lot. There we go. So let's just drop it there a little bit. So there, now we're straight there, and I've got the bow already tied, and I'm going to use an adhesive dot to stick it down. Adhesive dots, I save all my adhesive dots from the Paper Pumpkin kits, and I use them when I'm doing bows like this. So it's just a little dot, and then I just put it right there, and we're done. And you can trim the extra edge of the ribbon off if you like. But there is another alternative card using elements from the Paper Pumpkin November 2021 kit. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.